Hey guys, I'm cmasupra and welcome to another War Thunder video. I'm actually starting this video in the hangar, I guess it would be called, even though there's no hangar here. We are in the sky, we're under the sun. The plane is burning hot because it is metal. Do not touch the plane is not for touching. So anyways, in this video I'm going to show you guys two realistic battles. One was in the Yak-9P, which is this plane here, and the second one was in the Yak-9UT, which is this plane here. Now these two planes are very, very similar. The overall basic difference between the two is the Yak-9UT will be slightly faster than the Yak-9P when both are fully upgraded. That is really the only difference in performance between the two. There is also another difference, and that's in terms of armament, and the difference is that the Yak-9UT starts with two 20mm cannons and a 23mm cannon. However, it gives you the option to replace the 23 with a 37, and then if you also want to, you can replace with a 37 and one of your 20 mils with a single 45 mil cannon, leaving you with a 45 mil and one 20 mil cannon. That is slightly different from the Yak-9P. If we look at the Yak-9P's cannon options, we have three cannons that are 20mm each, that's the default. And then if you want to, you can replace one of the 20mm with a 23mm, giving it the exact same armament that the Yak-9UT has by default, except this one has 5 rounds less in the 23mm cannon. The Yak-9UT has 80 rounds in it, but this one only has 75. Really not bad, though. And then if you also want to, you can replace the 23 with the 37 just like you can on the Yak-9UT. So this one just doesn't have the 45mm cannon option that the Yak-9UT has. But overall, like I said, the only real difference between the planes is the Yak-9UT will be slightly faster than the Yak-9P. Now there is also a Yak-9U over here in this grouping of Yak-9s, but the Yak-9U, according to the stat card, it looks like it'll have similar performance like the P and U have, or P and UT have rather. But the armament is actually pretty bad. It has a single 20mm cannon with two 50 cal machine guns. You know what else has the exact same armament as that? The Yak-7B, and that is a weak armament even at tier 2 with a battle rating of 2.7. I cannot imagine having this armament at a battle rating of 5.0 in tier 4, so I'm not really interested in this plane. I don't even have it yet, so I can't say whether or not this plane is good because I don't have it yet, but based according to the charts, it doesn't seem like it'll be a very good plane, because one of the reasons that the Yak-9P and the Yak-9UT are so good, as you will see in this video, it's because their armaments are so good, especially the Yak-9UT with the 23mm cannon. I can't wait to get the 23mm cannon on the Yak-9P, because as you will see in the video, it is a deadly cannon. I'm currently working on upgrading it. I'm about halfway done, I guess I am. So, anyways, let's go ahead and sum up this intro. So, this video is going to cover the Yak-9P first, and then the Yak-9UT. And just remember the difference between the two is that the Yak-9UT is slightly faster by default than the Yak-9P when they both have the same number of upgrades. And the Yak-9UT also has a 23mm cannon that replaces one of the 20 mils that the Yak-9P has. So just remember those are the two differences. Now let's go ahead and get into the game with the Yak-9P. Here we are in the Yak-9P, and one of my teammates is just flying under me really, really close to me. Now this plane is not that good at climbing, but we are up here at 4 kilometers in the sky, so that's pretty decent. My team has also decided to actually kind of stick together this game, which is great, because none of us are in very good climbing planes, and so when we do find the enemy, we will all be able to hopefully defend against them and kill them because we are working together, and teamwork beats altitude. So I'm looking around to find enemies here, and all of a sudden I see 4 dots in front of me, or rather 3 dots, now it becomes 4. So there's 2 Mustangs in front of me and they're working together. There's also another Mustang down at the far right, along with a Corsair. So who am I going to attack? I'm going to go head on with this first Mustang here. Will he go head on with me or not? That is the question. I think I have a better armament than he does with my 3 20mm cannons, so if he does decide to do it, I will hopefully be able to win. It looks like he's going to do it, but then he doesn't, and I try to lead in front of him as he's going down, and I set him on fire and crit him. And at that point, he is just dead, as you can see. Aircraft destroyed. So who is going to be my next target? That was a nice, easy first kill with these 3 20mm cannons. I didn't use any of the plane's performance to get those kills, because the opponent didn't do any evasive maneuvers. But it did take the cannons to actually get the kill, so mark number 1 for these great cannons. So the next plane I do decide to go for is this Mustang down here. He makes himself a nice, easy target by going directly under me within a kilometer, and I get him with the pilot kill. So there's another mark for the cannons. We haven't seen any of the plane's performance yet, but the cannons are proving that they are quite good cannons, and they definitely are. The B-20S and the B-20M are definitely good cannons in this game, and I like them a lot. Here's a P-63, King Cobra, and I'm not gonna be able to get a head-on with him, darn. I wanted a head-on, but I'm not gonna be able to get it, and so I need to just run away because he will outperform me. So I run away, he's turning on to me, he's trying to catch me. One of my teammates says that he will go for him, which is great. This is why teamwork beats altitude. When you're fighting somebody, when your teammates can go and help you out and take care of them for you. So my teammates take care of the King Cobra, he dives down, and I decide to pick my next target. Who is my next target going to be? It looks like at this point all the enemies are down low here, but there's a Corsair that's really close to me. Let's go for this Corsair. I don't know what a Corsair is doing in this game, but let's go for him anyways. Oh, got some hits there, no kill. Oh, there we go, just shredding him with the 20 mils. So once again, the cannons have proven themselves to be great, but they did give me a hit without actually giving me a kill. Something that the Yak-9UT has never done for me, as you will see in this video. So the cannons are proving to be great, but they do have the possibility of getting hits without getting you a kill. So now, like I said, it looks like all the enemy players remaining are down here low, so let's dive down, try to find who we want to go after. Who's going to be the easiest target for us? It looks like this King Cobra is going to make himself an easy target. He's slow, and he's turning. Can I get him? Oh, I just got some hits without a crit even, so the cannons, while good, will sometimes give you hits and not really kill the enemies. So let's climb back up here, use our speed, use the altitude advantage. Nobody's chasing me, so that is good. Let's go ahead and dive back down. I'm not going to use all my speed to climb back up, because I don't need to with this many teammates around. Who's going to make themselves the easiest target now? I think this other King Cobra here is going to do that this time, so let's go for him. I only have 87 rounds left in the cannons, by the way. There's not much ammo in this plane. Here we go, King Cobra. Killed him, now we gotta kill his Mustang, save my teammate, I crit the Mustang, and I am now out of ammunition. This is not good, but at least I got a crit on the Mustang, and it looks like he's having trouble flying. If I'm lucky, I'll be able to get a kill on him. Is anybody chasing me? It looks like those King Cobras might have been, but they were not, because they were actually chasing one of my teammates. And I get the kill on the Mustang Mark 1, giving me another double strike this game. That was the second double strike this game. And I also got 5 kills, making myself a Yak-9P ace in a single game without having killed any AIs. So as you have seen in this video, the plane itself is actually okay. It's not great. I mean, I didn't do much with the plane in terms of maneuvering and speed and running away. I did have to run away from a King Cobra, but it didn't last very long thanks to my teammates. And with the cannons, you have seen how deadly they can be. They'll sometimes give you hits without a kill, but they will usually give you an actual kill. But the ammo is limited. I did kill 5 people with that ammo load, which makes it sound like it's not limited at all, because 5 people is a lot for one ammo load. But it is actually kind of a limited ammo mode, especially if you are missing shots and not landing them like I did that game. So that was actually the end of the game right there. It was pretty fast, and I really wanted to shoot this armored car, but I didn't have any ammo, which is so frustrating. I'm used to going for ground targets and just killing them once the game is over. But let's go watch the score screen for this game after I fly under this bridge like a pro with the mouse aim. Which reminds me, I still need to do that in a joystick. I've never done that in a joystick, or with a joystick. I should do that one day. So anyways, that game I got 5 kills, which gave me 7,000 RP because it was a daily double. And I got the compressor on the Yak-9P in that game. What am I going to decide to do next? I'm going to decide to get the NS-23 cannon, right? Yes. Right? Yes? Maybe? Come on, click it. Maybe? I'm deciding. Yes, I do decide to go for it. Okay. And the reason I decided to go for it is because, as you will see in the next video, the 23mm cannon is just plain awesome. So let's go ahead and get on to that next video in the Yak-9UT. Here we are in the Yak-9UT. Now this game was actually played before the Yak-9P game that you just watched, and in fact I had played a ton of Yak-9UT games before that Yak-9P game that you just watched, And all the games that I've played in the Yak-9UT showed me how good the armament is with the two 20mm cannons and the one 23mm cannon. And that is why in the previous video, when you saw me picking what to choose to unlock next on the Yak-9P, I chose the 23mm cannon, because as you will see in this video, it is an amazingly good cannon and makes the already strong armament on the Yak-9P with the 320s even stronger by replacing one of the 20s with a 23mm cannon. So as you can see, we're up here at quite a high altitude. We're at 5,500 meters approximately, and this plane is actually not that good at climbing, but we are up here because the map is huge, and so there was plenty of time to climb. So here you can see I spot a Focke-Wulf 190 below me. I'm considering diving on him, and I'm also thinking about not doing it, but I decided to do it because he just attacked one of my teammates, and I want to make sure that he doesn't come back around and kill my teammate. I want to try and get him if I can. The Yak-9UT also has a very strong engine and can easily catch Focke-Wulfs, as you can see. I'm definitely catching this Focke-Wulf. He's trying to climb, which makes him even slower and increases how fast I'm catching him, which is excellent. This is actually a 190F, which is interesting, so it's a heavy plane. I fired some shots at him at long range because I figured maybe they'll hit or maybe they'll make him do something. I want him to do something so I can hurry up and catch him, and he decides to dive down, and I decide to follow him, losing my altitude. Oh, what is he doing here? He's trying to get into a turn fight. So here we can see some of the plane's abilities. It is not great at turning, but it definitely outturns a 190. The 190s are not turning planes. But this only barely outturns them, as you can see. So now I'm trying to just kill this guy like I have been for a while. Oh, there we go. Random spray, and one single round hit him, I'm pretty sure, and it managed to crit him, which is pretty amazing. I fire some more, I miss. I've done a lot of missing in this game so far, which is not good. But I have critted him. Anyways, he's diving down. I don't want to follow him. I don't want to lose all my altitude. I already lost some of it. I lost about 2 kilometers. So let's not dive down and lose all of it. But we're going to keep track of him as he goes down below us. There is a friendly P-63 getting chased by a BF-109, so I will have to pay attention to that as well. They're going head-on. Neither one of them crits the other one, as interesting as that is. So this 190, I figure, is critted. He might just be going back to base to repair. I'm going to go help my King Cobra teammate out here in case he needs help. So let's go attack this 109G. 0 throttle, combat flaps, because we don't want to overspeed. I guess now is a good time to mention the overspeed on this plane. It is actually very, very good. This plane goes very fast. I've seen it dive and catch Focke-Wulf 190s in a dive. So this plane has a very high top speed before you break your wings, and it's just great in terms of that. Oh, this G6 is making it easy for me, and I'm pretty sure I hit a fuel tank there, making him disintegrate. So there we see our first demonstration, or rather the second demonstration of these cannons. The first burst I fired was into the 190F that I critted, and the second one was into this G6, who I probably barely hit, and he just exploded and disintegrated. So now let's go find another target. I don't know where the 190 went. He was probably going back to base, but this is actually him in front of me, as I realized just about now. So this is the same 190 that I critted earlier, and he's actually chasing one of my teammates. So despite the fact that I damaged him significantly, that's what a crit is, he's actually still fighting one of my teammates, but it looks like he doesn't have the advantage in the fight. Now this teammate of mine is also in a Yak-9UT. I think that is worth mentioning, just so you guys know. Is this 190 going head-on? He was going head-on. Wow, I am so lucky there. I flew between his bullets. He just got really unlucky there and didn't hit me. Now the question is, can I catch the guy? I'm catching him right now, but will it continue? It does not continue. I'm starting to lose him now, so... The 190F is getting away, but given enough time I will eventually catch him, because the Yak-9UT's engine is more powerful than the 190F's engine. It's just a matter of time. We are currently at the disadvantage, as you might have seen on the scoreboard, by the way. We have 3 planes. I believe the enemy team has 4 or 5 planes. I don't know. I didn't get time to count there. And I don't feel like looking again. So, I don't know. We're losing, though. We're losing in terms of the number of planes remaining, which is not good for us. So now I'm just chasing this Focke-Wulf 190, like I was just a little bit earlier. He keeps running away. I do have a teammate in an LA-7 fighting a BF-109 there in the background. I'm paying attention to that fight and seeing who has the advantage at all times. You always want to be paying attention to your surroundings. There's also a bunch more enemies somewhere else. I don't know where they are. You can see me looking for them. I want to make sure nobody's going to come on my 6. I'm also climbing, as you'll notice, and what that does for me is when this Focke-Wulf 190 eventually has to turn around, which is guaranteed to eventually happen if he doesn't die first, which he does right there, he dies, and I get the kill assist. But if he didn't die, he would eventually have to turn around because the map has borders, so when he does turn around, I can just dive on him and I will be able to kill him. So when you can't catch somebody, you just climb up and wait for them to turn around. Now there's also MC Rammer over here in his Focke-Wulf 190D, but he is critted. Is he gonna die or should I go kill him? There's an LA-7 on him, but it looks like he's getting away from the LA-7. I know he has a better engine than the LA-7's engine, so let's go help our teammate out and go kill this guy. One of my teammates critted him, not the LA-7, but the other one, and it didn't actually kill him. He's still flying quite well, so let's go down, fire a short burst, then kill him very, very quickly. So there's another demonstration of the armament in this plane. It is very deadly. Lesson to be learned for you guys, if you ever get a Yak-9UT or Yak-9P behind you, just accept the fact that you're going to die unless you can somehow make them waste all their ammo or not have a shot on you. However you choose to do that. So at this point there's only one enemy player remaining, and let's go ahead and skip to the point where I actually find him. And here he is. You can see him dead on the airfield. What happened was he was trying to land and he just accidentally crashed on the airfield. Now I've been circling him for a little while here, and I was waiting for him to get fully repaired so I could get a full kill instead of a kill assist, but I gave up on waiting and I'm going down here to get a kill assist on him. I'll just accept it over a kill. But then he suddenly teleports, so perfect, sweet. Yes, the BF-109 is sitting still. I'm going to get a kill on him rather than just a kill assist. Let's go do this, and let's do it properly. Short burst, and I get a pilot kill in one of the very first few rounds. Once again, these cannons are very powerful, but it's not like pilots are weak. I mean, a pilot's not going to stand up to a 20 mil hit and not a 23 mil hit or something like that, if that made any sense. But anyways, the cannons are awesome, so there's another kill for me. And now the only things left to kill are AIs, so let's go ahead and skip to that point as well. I'm coming for you, Shoji. Shoji is the last AI remaining in this battle, and so I want to kill her. Note that I only have 69 rounds of ammunition left in the 3 cannons. That is not very much, so I fire one burst, get some hits, fire another burst, kill the gunner, fire a whole bunch, and just damage both of Shoji's wings without actually killing her. Now it is worth mentioning that AIs have an arcade flight model, so they take a lot more damage than any other plane in realistic or simulator battles, and so the reason I got hits there and no kill is because of the arcade flight models and damage models. So now that I'm out of ammo, used all 69 rounds, I'm going back to base, and actually one of my teammates says, no, do not go back to base. Ram Shoji! Shoji must die, even though Shoji's actually already going down, because I damaged both our engines. But he wants me to kill her, and so I obey. Obey I do. Here we are going head-on against Shoji. Now one of the things I mentioned to my teammate is this could be very, very bad if I die ramming Shoji with the arcade flight model and Shoji doesn't die. Well, let's do this anyways. And I've died and Shoji didn't. Just like I warned my teammate might happen. Now I was the last player on my team, and Shoji was the last plane on her team. We should have won this game, but we didn't, because I died in the ram, and Shoji only just now died. So we're losing tickets, the enemies are not losing tickets yet, and we get the loss this game. That frustrated me so badly. I wanted to get the win in the Yak-9UT with 4 kills, because that's pretty awesome. So in my book, it is 5 kills that game. I got ace in my own book, even though I only got 4 kills, because I did technically kill Shoji. I mean, she was crashing into the ground. She was just a few meters off of the ground when I rammed her. So, anyways, I got ace in the Yak-9UT. So 4 kills that game, and it just showed the power of these cannons, as well as slightly the maneuverability of this plane and the speed of the plane as well. Now, if these two games that I showed you were not enough to show you the power of two 20mm cannons and a 23mm cannon, I have one more clip to show you guys before I end the video. Here we are. So I'm actually chasing down a Tunner in his Focke-Wulf 190D right now. As you can see at the top left corner, I am redlining the speed, and I'm also using WEP because I want to catch this guy. And I'm actually not catching him, he is out diving me. But I have an amazing armament, so what we're going to do is take a very, very well-aimed shot, and I cut off his right wing with those shots. Oh yeah, at 0.8 kilometers, that is pretty impressive. And the fact that I fired so few bullets at that range means that these cannons are accurate and they're very deadly. So if the two games before that I showed you in this video were not enough to prove that fact, hopefully that kill was enough to prove the fact that these cannons are very deadly. And if you get a Yak-9P or Yak-9UT behind you, you need to do something about it before he gets any shots on you, because he will just kill you if he gets any shots on you. As for the plane's capabilities, as you have seen in this video, they are okay at turning. They will outturn 190s. As for speed, they are very good at speed. They're not as good at diving as a 190, but they will keep up with them for most of the time, for almost the entire dive. And we even saw in the dive at the very beginning of this clip that you can go pretty fast in the Yak-9UT. Not quite as fast in the Yak-9P, but in the Yak-9UT you can go pretty fast even when using WEP. So anyways guys, that was going to do it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye guys.